Hey guys, Mr. Lassard with you again. Somebody requested to see my dog. So this is Gracie. Try not to be scared. She's pretty fierce. This is our little Yorkie, and so there she is. I'm not going to leave her on the camera too long because she'll steal the show. But there's the dog. Now on to guitar lesson stuff. Today's going to be lesson 2 on power chords. However, I want to first go back and revisit some other things because we started a couple different things, technique exercises and improvisation. The classical piece I don't think I'm going to get to today, but I want to at least do a little bit more with the technique exercises, with the improvisation, and then power chord lesson 2. So you'll remember from lesson 1, the technique exercise, nice squared off hand, thumb here, wrist hanging down. As my fingers go to the lower strings, the lower sounding strings, my thumb travels with it, okay? So today's going to be very similar, but watch. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. When I am done with 1, and by the way, my fingers are not terribly long, so don't look at my hand and think, oh, my fingers aren't long enough to do that. My fingers are not real long, and I've got a thick classical neck here, okay, a wide neck. So if I can do this here, you can probably do it as well if you have the right hand position. Straight wrist, okay, pretty straight, maybe a little curve there, but mostly straight, very curled fingers, thumb in the right position. You should be able to reach. And here's the deal. First finger's got to be really close to the fret so that the placement of the other fingers is right where they should be. When I'm done with the first finger, that should not come off like that. That looks terrible, right? And it's going to slow us way down. Now I'm not continuing to press. I lift off the pressure as I go to the other fingers. Okay? Now, 1, 2, do it with me if you can. If not, just take a look and practice this on your own. And you don't have to practice this exactly. The main thing is the finger motion. Steady beat. If you're using a pick, down, up, down, up. Can't tell you how important that is. Down, up. If you're going all down or whatever, down, up in some odd pattern, you're not building the proper back and forth technique that you need. So down, up, down, up. Okay, if you're using your fingers, M-I, M-I, M-I. You can do free strokes into the air or rest strokes. A little straighter finger. The rest stroke will rest on the string below. Doesn't matter if you start with I or M, as long as you alternate. Okay, you're walking. Where it might get confusing is on the string changes, especially as you come pitch-wise down. Okay, I just did I here, and even though I is now on the second string, I need to take it off and go to M. M, I, M, I, M. Practice those string changes so you get that walking motion down pat, okay? So here's what I would like you to do. Walk yourself up the fretboard. By up, I mean pitch-wise up. 6th string to the 1st string. If that's hard for you, the stretching out, right? You may want to start up here like on the 5th fret. The frets are closer together the further up the fretboard you get. So here might actually be easier to do it in 5th position. But I would love to see you do it in 1st position if you can. Then scoot up to 2nd position and do the opposite. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to do 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide up again, 3rd position, walk yourself up. Slide up, 4, 3, 2, 1. etc. Okay? Then if you want, if you really want to get fast at this stuff, you can do it backwards, right? Start on the 12th fret perhaps. 4. Okay, so just a little extension of the first thing I introduced to you. All right, next, the improvisation. Okay, so let's go over the blues scale. 5th position, plant the first finger on the 5th fret. Fingering is 1, 4, 1, let's do minor pentatonic. 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4. 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. Do you remember where the root notes are? The first note you start with is a root note. That's an A. So if I'm in 5th position, that's an A. If that's an A, it's also an A here on the first string because they're both E strings, right? So 5th fret is an A here. It's also an A here. These strings are going to always parallel each other, okay? Root note, and there's one other. Okay, the 3rd finger on the 4th string. Okay, let's do minor pentatonic. 1, play each note twice. Ready, go. 1st finger to 4th, 1st to 3rd, 1st to 3rd, 1st to 3rd, 1st to 4th, 1st to 4th. Repeat that. 4 to 1. 4 to 1, 3 to 1, 3 to 1, 3 to 1. Okay. Now let's make it a blues scale. So 1, 4 still. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 1, 3, 4. That's our blues note. Here and here, blues notes. So the finger pattern, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. Okay? Do that with me. Play each note twice. Ready, go. 1 to 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. Back down. 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 1. Okay. Now, to improvise, remember question, answer, right? So question does not end on one of these 3 root notes. Okay, go back to lesson 2 if you need to review that. So question does not end on a root note. An answer does. So here's an example. Question, because it landed here, right? Answer. Now sometimes it's good to ask 2 questions, build the suspense before you give an answer. So here's 2 questions in a row. And an answer, okay? So I'm going to give you a little background, just kind of a slow background today. Just fool around with the scale. A question could be that simple. The answer could be this simple. Okay? And as you get more comfortable with the scale and with improvising, the fancier you can get. Okay? So here we go. 1, 2, give me a question and go. Keep going. right? Now, next thing on this, let's try a little bit of a bend. We're going to do a bend on the third string right there with the third finger. We're going to do what we call a half bend. A half bend is when you bend the pitch up to the pitch of the next fret, right? So if I did 3, 4, 3, my bend should sound the same pitches. Now here's how you do a bend. First of all, make sure you're way up on the tip of the finger, and typically we bend with third finger and second finger together. That gives us lots of control. We keep the string pressed into the wood of the guitar, pull it up and back down. Okay, try that. Okay, so that would be a half bend, just up to this pitch. A full bend would bend it up to a note that's 2 frets higher, right? So it should sound something like this. Half bend. Okay. Half bend. Full bend. You may not be ready for the full bend yet, and it's certainly going to be easier on some guitars than others. Definitely easier on the electric guitars. Half bend. Up and down. Full bend. Okay, and then you can add it into your improvisation. You can also do a bend here, the fourth, the pinky note of the second string. However, it's hard to bend with the pinky, so here we're going to come out of position and bend with 2 and 3 again. Now there you can only do a full bend, because a half bend takes you up to a note that doesn't belong in the scale. So it should sound... Same thing here. Last note of the scale. Bends can be a lot of fun. I'm not trying to show off, just it's fun. It's fun, and I want you to see the potential of what you can do with this, okay? All right, guys, time for our power chord lesson number 2. Just very quickly, let's review. We've got open and second fret E5. Give me 4 of those. Ready? Go. First fret and third fret for the F5. Slide it up 2 frets for G5. 5th fret, 2 frets higher for A5, 2 frets higher for B5. Right next to it a C5. 10th fret, D5, 2 frets higher, and 2 frets higher for the E5. Now, if that's difficult for you, start back at the beginning of the video, slow down on the YouTube settings there. You can slow it down to half speed or 3/4 speed or whatever you need, or go back to lesson 1 and review that, or email me if you have questions. Now let's go to the 5th string chords. Got open A and second fret together makes an A5 or an A power chord. Give me 4 of those, please. Ready, go. Now second fret and 4th fret for the B5. Slide it up 1 fret for C5. Slide it up 2 frets for D5. Slide it up 2 frets for E5. Slide it up 1 fret for F5. Up to the 10th fret, 2 frets higher for G5. And 12th fret, A5. Okay. All right, so that's kind of a review. What I want to do now is teach you just a little bit of Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. And it's going to go like this. F5 to B flat 5. Then we're going to go up to the 4th fret. Now, what note is this? Yesterday and right now we did E5, F5, G5 on the 3rd fret. So G5 is on the 3rd fret. What's on the 4th fret? We could call it G sharp 5 because it's 1 higher than G. Or we could call it A flat 5 because it's 1 lower than A. Okay? And then 4th fret on the 5th string. Okay? So if this is C5, this would be C sharp 5, also known as D flat 5. So here we go. 6th string, 1st fret, 5th string, 1st fret, 6th string, 4th fret, 5th string, 4th fret. Right? Sounds something like this. Okay, so just a little taste of the song there. I'm sure if you're interested in learning that song, there are YouTube tutorials on it, but my main purpose here is just to get you used to the power chords. Remember to add a little more sound. You could also add the pinky there if you're ready for that. So pinky on the same fret, 1 string higher, higher meaning pitchwise higher. Okay, so there you have it. You guys take care and keep checking back in for more videos. Email me your practice logs starting April 18th for the previous week. So by April 18th, I need a log of what you did starting on April 11th. Okay, so starting on April 11th, I practiced video 1, video 2, and then I learned a song from my uncle or whatever. But each week you should be doing at least 2 videos, and then maybe 3, or maybe something else that you learned on YouTube or from a friend. Also, if a lesson takes you 2 days to really master, that's fine. Okay, on Monday I practiced lesson 3, and on Tuesday I practiced lesson 3. That's fine if that's what you need. Just keep yourself challenged and email me if you have questions. Take care, guys.